Good evening, night owls. Welcome to Embrace the Night, your sanctuary for late-night reflections and heartfelt stories. Here we share tales of life, love, and perseverance. So, sit back, relax, and let the warmth of our words guide you through the night. Tonight, we'll explore the importance of friendship and its current state in modern society. Studies suggest that being without a close friend, being lonely, is as bad for your health as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. Hard to believe, right? But it's true. Now let's talk about friendship. It's quite hard to measure, isn't it? What's the quality of that friendship? What's the quantity? When people say they have a certain number of friends, what does that even mean? Are they talking about friends on social media? It's tricky to quantify this, and people are often reluctant to admit to not having friends. Loneliness is quite stigmatized, so getting people to admit it is something social scientists struggle with. A big question now is whether we are facing a friendship recession. Daniel Cox, a scholar at the American Enterprise Institute, used this term to describe the rise in the number of people who lack close friends, who have fewer people to turn to in times of crisis. Imagine needing a shoulder to cry on or just someone to have a conversation with, and that person isn't there. That's becoming more common now. As society changes in various ways, it's crucial that we pay attention to this often underappreciated relationship, friendship. Friendships come in all shapes and sizes and are formed in different ways and places. We form friends by going to the same school, growing up in the same place, working together, engaging in chosen activities like volunteering or sports, and even online through a screen without necessarily meeting that person physically. Throughout human history, there's always been a tribal size to friendship groups, somewhere in the teens, say between 12 and 15. And then there are close friends. Some people have no close friends, but most have at least one. Ideally, people would say the perfect number of close friends is around 3 or 4. Ancient philosophers like Aristotle saw friendship as the ideal relationship because it's a relationship of genuine and radical equality, not transactional in any way. It's purely about the relationship itself. We've seen a decline in many traditional institutions, including family, religion, and even the labor market. This means there's more need for people to have social relationships outside these institutions, making friendships crucial. However, there's been a decline in the number of people who have close friends. Factors like geographical mobility, increased time spent on parenting, emphasis on work and careers, and the breakdown of relationships all contribute to this trend. There are significant downsides to being without friends, including lack of access to opportunities and profound effects on health. Friends act as a communications channel, and having friends is protective of your health in various ways. Being without friends can make you feel isolated and sad, impacting both your physical and emotional health. Today, 15% of young men say they don't have a close friend, up from just 3% in the 1990s. This is a 5-fold increase. Back in 1990, almost half of young men would turn to a close friend in times of trouble. Now that has dropped to about 22%. More men now say they would go to their parents instead. This is a radical transformation in social networks, particularly among young men. The pandemic has been a stress test for our friendship networks. More than half of women say they've lost touch with at least some of their friends. Female friendships are more based on physical relationships and face-to-face time, whereas male friendships tend to be mediated through activities or technology. This gender gap suggests that women's friendships need more regular physical contact, which is why they have been more affected by COVID. There's a dystopian version of these trends where individuals are isolated, lonely, and in poor health. This is why we must pay attention to these trends and recognize that friendship is crucial for human flourishing. Friendships don't form themselves. They require effort and vulnerability. Admitting that you want to make a friend requires you to reveal a need, which can be challenging as we get older. Remember, friendships are not just flowers that bloom on their own. They are like woodworking projects that need to be carved out and continuously worked on. Thank you for joining us tonight on Embrace the Night. If you found this episode helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Leave a comment below with your thoughts or experiences on friendship. Together, we can create a community of support and encouragement. Until next time, sleep well, dream big, and continue to embrace the night.